Go through the total station components. We're using a Topcon total station, which pretty much the components is the same as any other total station out there. Starting from below the tri-brac, these are the leveling screws, help you level the total station. Also, this is the tri-brac, which is over here. The tri-brac fixing lever. This also has a little screw that is helps it keep locked, so that the total station and the tri-brac keep connected. If you wanted to change out the total station or the tri-brac and separate each other, you'd have to take that screw out in order to unlock that piece, and the two would be separate. Obviously, this helps if you accidentally hit this lever. It's not going to open up and take the two components apart. This here is the bullseye bubble, pretty much one of the components that helps you level the total station instrument. And this here is the plate level, the other component that helps you level the instrument. This here is the vertical motion clamp. The mechanism is that you lock it going clockwise. You lock this component, and what it allows you to do is lock this telescope at that position. And with the vertical tangent screw, you can move the telescope up or down to determine your vertical angle. So that's your vertical component. This here is the horizontal motion clamp. So right now it's unlocked, so you can turn the total station horizontally. Once I turn this clockwise, it will lock the instrument, and the horizontal tangent screw will be the piece that will turn the total station horizontally to determine that horizontal angle. This here is the display unit. Kind of displays the computer of the total station. Obviously, this big green button is a power button. Kind of turn on your screen, gives power to the screen, lights up, and also this here is the battery component, where this button you push down on, you can undo the battery, and it'll come off if you need to change it into another battery. This here is the telescope of the total station. Obviously, this is where you look into. This is the focusing motion of the total station. You just kind of turn it to get it fine-tuned. And this is the sighting scope, using this to sight on objects first, and then you look through the sighting scope. And then this is the telescope eyepiece, and kind of this is what focuses down your crosshairs in the sighting scope. So this is kind of your telescope components. For data collector use, these two outlets right here, kind of outlets to plug into your data collector, as well as a lot of these total stations these days, they're integrated with the Bluetooth technology, which kind of wirelessly connect with the data collector. Now, the instrument center mark is labeled right here, and also on the other side of the total station. This is where you would measure up from the ground to this point. This would be your instrument height if you were using this for elevations. Also, this is your hand grip right here. Is where you always want to always have a good grip on your total station if it's still not screwed down and still not in the case. Very important to keep it secure and safe. Now, one thing this total station does not have is a optical plummet. That's the eyepiece where you look down to center on the object that you're setting up on, the point you're setting up on, whether it's an intersection or a random point out there. This does not have it. This has a laser plummet. Pretty much, some people prefer that, some people don't. I prefer it. It's a lot easier. It's a little bit harder to see this in the sunlight. You kind of have to provide shade for it, but it's a lot easier to maneuver than the optical plummet because you don't have to, hold the tripod and move around till you find it. Although you get real good at either one when you practice more, but I've seen that a lot more people prefer the laser plummet just because they don't have to maneuver their body to find that point. Now, if you bought the tool station from an official supplier, you probably got it in a case. That's the best way to get it. Have a case for it, and the case comes with plenty of accessories: plumb bob, the charger. I recommend getting 2 batteries with the tool station. It already comes with one. I would get an extra one just in case. Obviously, if you're out there in the field and start getting low on battery, you can go grab the other one and replace it. Or obviously you can charge that single battery every night. That would help you on the use. Comes with some data collector wires, some of them do, and also some cleaning kits. Important tip to kind of tell you guys about this is to try to keep this clean and moisture free. That meaning when you take the tool station out, close the box and make sure you lock the box as well when you close it. Very important to also maintain a clean tool station as well, because it'll help with the longevity of the instrument and also the overall quality, and obviously the cleaner you keep it, the better and more accurate it's going to be. It'll be easier to sight. The telescope won't be as dirty, maneuver it easily, and a lot of other benefits. This concludes the lesson on tool station components.